Hey everyone. I was on the internet today and I was looking up some information about the standardized aptitude test. I was curious as to how Black students were scoring on the test. And what prompted this was a few things, but I suppose the main thing that prompted my curiosity was I saw a video on YouTube, and this video, I believe the kids were in Detroit. It was a group of young Black men, and they were talking about how upset they were that the level of education in their schools were so poor. Although they were graduating, they really did not feel prepared to take the next step, which would have been going to college.
They're high school seniors, they're about to graduate, but they say they're not learning because of what's happening inside this school.
We want education! We want it now!
Close to 50 seniors walked out of class Thursday morning at the Frederick Douglass Academy.
We have no teachers and we're not learning anything, and we need more teachers and books.
It's been going on for a while now. We just finally getting everybody to get together, protest, and do something about this.
The students and parents concerned about teacher shortages, the reassignment of a principal, and a lack of answers from DPS.
Most of our administration has left. We're getting new administration, new counselors every day.
I want the kids that's under me, I want them to be able to have the education that we were supposed to have that we didn't get.
We just need everybody to come out here and show, this was going on in schools.
What do we want? Education! What do we want? Now!
School board members and parents at the all-boys school say the education of their children is being compromised.
The math teacher has been absent 68 plus days. It's a shame that these young men are at school every single day. They're showing up and the teachers are not, and the education is lacking greatly in the school. It's a travesty. The kids will tell you that they are not getting what they are entitled to. And the community needs to stand up, show out, and let DPS that this substandard education is not going to be allowed. It is not going to be allowed.
A spokesperson with Detroit Public Schools did not respond to our request for comment.
They're pushing smoke up parents' butts, and the parents better get the hell up and do something different.
We have to become what we should have been already, which is the sole educator of our children. Why are you looking to other people to give your child or prepare your child for their future? The bottom line is, regardless of the resources that are available to you, sometimes usually at no cost, you as the parent, we as the community are still obligated to all of those children in our communities to educate them, to teach them, to make them productive citizens, or at least do the best that we absolutely can to make them productive citizens. So I did some research. I got on the internet. I started looking at, first, how old is the SAT? Well, it was founded in 1926, and it was then known as the Scholastic Aptitude Test. This was during a time when whites and blacks were in segregated schools, and black children were vulnerable because most of their parents had been denied education or had been poorly educated. So think about it. I mean, here you have this test created by some educated white person. And so it is designed to test other educated white people. You'll see later when I go through one of the practice tests for the college level that these tests probably haven't varied much from the time they were initially created until now. Fast forward to 2011 and statistics showing that black children are still struggling with this test, also now known as the standardized aptitude test. Blacks scored lower than whites on vocabulary, reading, and math tests. So now that you've had a chance to read the passage, here is the question as it relates to the passage. If the speaker is implying in line 10 that he is not deserving of love, which of the following most strongly supports the implication? I chose A, which is defects. And then they give you the explanation. The word defects refers to the speaker's sense of his own weaknesses or failures to meet the expectations of others. It would support an argument by the speaker that he did not deserve to be loved. Are you kidding me? This is what these kids, are you kidding me? Holy majesty. So let me show you guys some other questions that they're being asked on this exam. This is another literature question. It's still dealing with the same Shakespearean passage, and the question is, the tone of the poem can best be described as... And they give you all these different choices. So, the student has to determine the tone of this poem. And, if you are poorly educated, would you really be able to determine the tone of the poem? I don't know. But I'm going to say that this is self-deprecating and apprehensive. Turns out I am correct, and then they give an explanation as to why this is the right answer. So I hope you guys see where I'm going with this. A poorly educated child cannot and will not score highly on tests like these when they are not given the proper educational tools to compete or test on a level that other children are testing on. I think more importantly, what needs to happen is that these kids really need to be taught at an earlier stage in their educational lives so that they are comfortable testing, so that they are much more prepared to test. The only way to really or properly prepare them for these types of exams is to begin doing it early. And I mean as early as 3rd grade, 4th grade. And some of you may say, oh my God, that's too early. That's too early. My child, no, your child honestly should be studying by 2nd grade, by 1st grade. Your child should be studying. I don't care if it's ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. Your child should be studying. The television should not be your child's best educational companion. That's not what the television was created for. I want to begin a movement, and I'm going to need some help. But what I would like to do is find people of like mind who want to do videos, who understand science, understand math. And I'm not saying that one individual has to understand math, science, literature, English. What I'm saying is, well, you do have to understand English. But what I'm saying is I want to find someone that understands math and can explain it in a way where children will understand it. I want to find someone that understands science and can explain it in a manner in which children will understand it and be open to learning. I want to do this as a supplement to the education that they are receiving already in public schools, but are quite often inadequate. I want to do this so that we as a community can help our children be better prepared for the standardized aptitude test. So please leave your comments. Let me know if you're interested in making videos that will help students. Just, leave me a comment and let me know what you guys think.